Greetings again, adventurers, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy II. Last time, we sailed all the way to the Dist Isle and ventured into Dist Castle, where only two survivors of the Kingdom of Dist remain after the Empire's merciless attack. And there is a sole survivor of the Dragoon's protectors known as the Hiryu, which is actually supposed to be wyverns or windrakes. Not really sure why they called them Hiryu originally, although it probably has something to do with dragons in that capacity. But, well, we actually need to venture into the cavern north of Dazed Castle, or Castle Dazed, I should say, since that's its official title, in order to retrieve the pendant from the husband of the woman who actually resides, or who has remained in Castle Dazed, or Dazed. Really have to pronounce that correctly one of these days. But, excuse me, don't want to cough in the microphone yet again. But, we need to retrieve the pendant from the Dragoon that was slain, because that's the only way we're going to be able to interact with the Hiryu to see what it needs. We're going to have to find it as soon as possible. Make our way through this valley here. Just a couple of land turtles, an ogre, and ogre wizard. They are the least of our problems, because we are now in the Dazed Cavern. Now this place is a veritable labyrinth, as all caverns in Final Fantasy II are, and we got 30 gil out of that. Now there are many branching paths. I'm going to take the one that's to the northeast first, just to get my bearings. And of course, we are now fighting giants, or gigases, as common enemies in the Dazed Cave. That's utterly terrifying. Hopefully Guy will be able to deal with it with the ogre killer, but we definitely need Curse to happen, or we're going to be pretty much screwed. And Curse did not happen, that's unfortunate. But Guy is actually doing damage. That's actually not too bad. But I wonder if probably useless if Furion actually manages to land Curse with the Ancient Sword. But as long as we don't get hit by it, yeah, that wasn't good. Oh man. Thank you, Ogre Killer, and thank you, Guy. Yeah, Guy's pretty much going to be the only way we can deal with Gigases at this point. And I'm going to have Furion use his healing magic to revitalize himself. And Guy is alright for the moment. But we might be facing more than one Gigas in battle. And that's actually really unfortunate. And this passage leads to a very small chamber in which there is a rather ominous skeleton here. It's the corpse of the Dragoon. The pendant was beside him. Well, now we know what happened to that poor woman's husband. Given the fact that the Empire was determined to destroy the Dragoons before they could actually mount a proper resistance. And actually that was rather quick in acquiring the pendant. And well, now that we have the pendant, we might as well quickly return to Castle Dazed and actually interact with the Hiryu to actually communicate with it. So I will see you all back at Castle Dazed, if I don't get slaughtered by Gigases along the way. And we're back once again in Castle Dazed, and I've re-equipped Therian with the ancient sword because it was equipped with the winged sword when we were fighting those Gigases, which is why they were being cursed. But it's a good thing you can change weapons in the middle of battle as long as you have them equipped. We now have the pendant. We can now turn to the Chamber of the Hiryu and give our condolences to these two. We probably should have spoken with you first. And now that we have the pendant, we can understand the wyvern. Yeah, the wyverns were poisoned by the Empire to rob the Dragoons of their use in battle. Let's talk about the Hiryu. Please hear my last wish. Submerge this egg in the spring of life in the northern cave. So that's what we have to do. We have to raise the last surviving wyvern. Yeah, there was more to the Dazed cave than first thought. There was a reason why we had to keep exploring it, and that's it. It is the only chance to save the wyverns, and we received an egg. We have to pretty much go to the spring of life, which is what that woman was talking about, which I probably shouldn't have talked to her about since we hadn't spoken to the wyvern yet. Long before the war, one Dragoon named Richard, or Ricard, set out to find the forbidden magic Ultima. Now that is interesting. This is the first instance of the Ultima spell in Final Fantasy, right here in Final Fantasy II, and this is probably related to what Minwu is up to, forbidden magic. Unfortunately, we can't learn Ultima either as a spell right now or as a keyword, but Ultima, if the Wild Rose Rebellion can harness it, it can actually be very useful against the Palamecian Empire, much more than the Dreadnought. And we have the egg in our inventory, which we'll need to raise in the Spring of Life. And now this woman's statement makes sense. The Spring of Life is where the wyverns lay their eggs. It serves as an incubator. And unfortunately, while we might be able to save one wyvern, we won't be able to save the one that's in the room there because it's dying of the poison. But well, we've spoken with the wyvern, and we know now what we must do. So I'll eventually see each other again back in the Dazed cavern and continue exploring. And now we're back in the Dazed cavern, and there are two paths leading down in the lower west and east corners of this first floor area. We're going to go down the left path and fighting yet another Gigas. Only one, fortunately. And now that we have the ancient sword equipped, we can actually start dealing some damage, even though Guy can pretty much deal damage already, thanks to the Ogre Killer. And curse did not happen again, which is a darn shame. Interestingly enough, Maria's Iceberg can actually deal some considerable damage against the Gigas, and it's a good thing that we got a free turn, because we're not always so lucky. Gigases are pretty much the harder, at this point, they're one of the tougher enemies that we're going to be facing. And of course, much like the ogres, there are going to be a variety of Gigases eventually in the future, and that's bad. It's going to be very bad. I think I'll skip a few more Gigas battles unless I come across two in which I'll show you. But on to the next floor, and then we have quite a few items to explore. Oh, nope, undead. Well, I'll just let them do their thing, and then when they're done, I shall skip ahead to the end of the battle and save cycle through their turns. Alright, I'll see you all in just a moment. And Berserk is now level 3, which is exactly what I wanted. Go over to this treasure chest here and find a nice little potion here. Now, there are some stairs leading down, but there are actually some more items we're going to obtain if we're before we move on to the next area. Or maybe not, because this way is blocked. Well, just let me check my map and I'll just see where we're supposed to be heading. Alright, we're back up here. I'm just going to head to the east cavern area before we descend down, because those were the stairs to the next area. We also ran into a pair of Gigases that I decided not to show on the screen at the moment. But as you can see, Furion, Guy and Layla now have slightly more HP, which is fantastic. Although Furion's MP is starting to run out. And yet another Gigas. Yeah, if you didn't already know that Gigases were tough, look at Guy's health. Yeah, that Gigas in 2 hits almost killed him. That's, yeah, why they're so incredibly formidable. Not to mention the fact that Curse failed to go off thanks to the Ancient Sword, which is very annoying, which means that this is actually going to be a fairly rough trip. Ooh, and new enemies, souls. Remember the red soul back in Kashuan Keep that was guarding the Eagle Torch? Yeah, these are, well, are others of its kind. Although they're just orange souls, I guess you can call them, instead of red souls, but they're actually dealing a lot of damage. Well, basically each of them are just casting Fire 5 on every single one of us, which is actually really irritating. Because if they decided to cast Fire 5 on one party member, they could almost certainly kill us. It's probably really where Wall is going to be exceptionally useful. And I'll just keep on building up Berserk's effectiveness so that it's more useful against the Gigases. Although the souls aren't that strong, if Layla can beat them in 2 hits, or 1 hit essentially. Yeah, or basically mitigate, or maybe not. I didn't cast it, that's why it didn't work. Never mind. I got the order of things mixed up, but, don't want to cast Wall on Layla, because, that will prevent Berserk from actually taking effect, and I don't want that. Really don't want that. At least Wall is working. Although it's not that effective, I think, at the moment. But given the fact that spread magic attacks aren't that effective against us, we're fine. We're definitely fine. And Maria actually gained some vitality and HP. That's fantastic. I want to go this way, because because this is the way to get more treasure. There's the Dragoon's unfortunate corpse, and now we're gonna fight two Gigases. This could probably be where we ultimately fail if this doesn't work. Now, I'll just try to get rid of one Gigas first, and we're already at a bad start. I mean, I'm sure we can kill them with magic, but I actually wanted to keep building up Berserk as much as possible. I'll just have Guy and Layla and Fury just focus on one Gigas at a time. Thank you, that's a good sign. And and now that other Gigas is just gonna punch Guy in the face. Like so. Which is really annoying. Just want keep doing what I was doing in the last round, just have everyone attack at once so that we can actually do something. And at least that went off first, which is fantastic. But well, Guy's probably going to get some more health at this rate. If Gigas doesn't kill him quickly. There's Berserk for you, working its wonderful magic. And Guy did get some more health. And I think I'll have... No, I don't want to... I want cure magic here. I actually can't risk healing in the middle of battle against Gigases, even though I get the soul bonus by doing so, and I did not want to do that because I wasted MP. And this is really where I regret not bringing along Ethers at this point. Which is a real pain, but what can you do? Anyway, where were we? Ah yes, the other treasure chest down here. The Mithril helmet, which might actually be useful. Do I want to give it to Furion, or no, I've already got the giant helmet. Yeah, I'll give it to Furion, why not? I'm sure he can make use of it. Like so. Which is fantastic. Now I believe there is another treasure chest here on this floor, so I'm just going to check my cavern map and see where it is. One moment. Alright, there are two more items, so I think I'll collect those and probably... As I was saying before, I was going to collect the remaining items if the Gigases didn't slaughter me, which is almost certainly a possibility. Well, I managed to get to the second item, Mithril Armor, and I think at this point I'm... do I want to give it to Maria, or do I want to give it to Layla right now? Layla can keep the silver armor. I think I'm actually going to give the Mithril armor to Maria right about now. So I think it might be useful. One more item, I think somewhere down here. And new enemies, Reverence. Or Revenants. Basically more undead enemies, essentially. Trade out the ancient sword yet again. And, should probably have used some magic there. But Guy and Layla can pretty much handle themselves at this point. Oh, although 100 damage is, I'm not liking that. Not liking that one bit. I'm definitely not liking that one bit. I only have so many heal potions, and I've only got one more heal out of Furia. Yeah. I might actually have to make a getaway in between episodes at some point, because that is... Please don't kill one of my party members, please. Oh my god. Probably should use fire at this point. It's probably the sensible idea, but hopefully if we can just survive one more round, which is probably not going to be likely, because we were ambushed, unless we get increasingly lucky. I think we managed to get a bit lucky there. Oh my god. A lot of gil, a lot of things, but I don't want magic right now. Maria, I think you're gonna have to give up that X potion for now, because we're going to use it on Furion, I think, and heal Guy with Cure, which is pretty much the only thing we can do at this point. There we go. That's about all we got. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to do something the following episode, but there is one more treasure chest. And the lag. And it's a magic staff, or a mage staff, which could very well be useful if I trained anyone in the art of using staves and canes, but I haven't. Which is that thing. Oh, and that was probably a bad mistake. Monsters appear. That's unfortunate. 2 green souls, which is kind of interesting. Hopefully I don't get completely destroyed. Guys, the magic. I want to fight, and I want Layla to fight as well. Okay, that one's dead, and Guy basically can't do anything at this point. Oh, and they're cured. That's kind of interesting. The green souls heal, apparently, which is something. Now I do have barely enough magic points to be able to leave via exit. Although Furion isn't going to be doing so well health-wise. Although he does have an X potion, so that's pretty much what we're going to do. So, and I think that's pretty much it on this floor. So, when we return, adventurers, we're actually going to heal up off screen and make our way back down to, well, through the next area of the Dazed Cave as we try and reach the Spring of Life needed to incubate the Wyvern egg. As always, dear adventurers, until next we meet.